Thanks for your interest. This is Video 1, an introduction to the Draft Environmental Assessment and Draft General Conformity Determination. The FAA is conducting an environmental assessment and draft general conformity determination to evaluate changes to O'Hare International Airport, proposed by the City of Chicago Department of Aviation and the Federal Aviation Administration. The changes involve terminal projects, on-airport non-aeronautical projects, including hotel developments, airfield and taxiway improvements, and support facilities. In addition, the FAA is proposing to permanently implement offset approach procedures at O'Hare for runway 10 right, 28 left. In other words, these are slightly angled flight approaches. An environmental assessment provides information and environmental analysis to help determine the paths forward for a proposed project. The FAA prepared the environmental assessment under the National Environmental Policy Act, the National Historic Preservation Act, the Clean Water Act, the Clean Air Act, and other applicable laws. This assessment determines whether a proposed project has the potential to significantly affect the environment. The draft environmental assessment also helps determine whether the FAA can issue a finding of no significant impact for the proposed project or will need to complete an environmental impact statement. The FAA involved the public throughout the environmental assessment process. During the scoping process, the FAA sought input from the public and other agencies to define the range of environmental issues and possible alternatives to study in the environmental assessment. Throughout the process, the FAA coordinated and consulted with other agencies, such as federal, state, tribal, and local officials. Finally, the FAA has invited the public and other agencies to comment on the draft environmental assessment and draft general conformity determination and will respond to the comments in the final environmental assessment. There are a number of steps in the environmental assessment process. They include scoping, preparation of the draft environmental assessment and draft general conformity determination, circulating the draft environmental assessment, opening a public comment period, evaluating the comments, responding to the comments, and publishing a final environmental assessment and final general conformity determination. The final step could include issuing a finding of no significant impact, issuing a finding of no significant impact along with a record of decision, or issuing a notice of intent to prepare an environmental impact statement. We are currently at Step 3, publishing and circulating the draft EA for review, and Step 4, the comment period for the draft EA. In order to provide adequate terminal, gate, and apron areas, and to efficiently accommodate the existing and projected activity, improvements at O'Hare International Airport are needed. The range of projects have 5 major goals. Meet FAA design standards, provide terminal facilities that meet industry-recommended standards and modern customer service expectations, maintain CDA financial independence and meet financial obligations, maximize employee parking and screening capability, while also optimizing safety and security of goods processing and commercial vehicle holding, and retain operational efficiency and prevent additional delay. Concerning proposed federal actions, the Chicago Department of Aviation is requesting that the FAA approve its airport layout plan, which depicts the proposed projects, and that the FAA determine the eligibility of the proposed projects for federal funding. In addition, the FAA's assessment is focused on retaining previously approved air traffic control and airspace management procedures for safe and efficient movement of air traffic in and around O'Hare Airport. Next is Video 2, a description of the proposed projects and evaluation of alternatives.